chip on your shoulder. Can teammates piss you off with the lack of work ethic? Like, what's a red flag in a teammate? Like, not that you have any on this team, but say just in the past or in your career, like, what's a red flag? When you see someone like, I don't know if I can win with a guy like that.
There's two. One, a guy that doesn't work and pulls other people with him, right? A guy that doesn't have high ambition about himself or the team, but then goes and pulls like a young fellow with him. That's a no-no. That's a red flag. Like, if you want to do your thing after the workouts or when you go home or whatever you do,
don't try to infiltrate and bring in influence a young guy with you and try to. I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. That's a red flag for you, especially as someone you only have so much control over these egos of guys that you play with, but you are the head of the show here. Seeing another guy maybe have an influence in the locker room, you'd be like, hold up.
Yeah. So like, I think, and the team and Coach Doc, the GM, do a good job getting high character guys.
Like good guys in the locker room.
Good guys in the locker room, because it matters. And now in the NBA, like, guys that have character and they're good vets, they can be in the locker room and make a living and help a lot of young fellas.
Last 3 years of my career were not for me to play. I got those deals so I could just be in the locker room and just try to be a voice or something like that.
Yeah. And the most important thing, and now I'm not a coach, but I am, as you said, the head of a snake. So when a guy at the end of the bench is like, hey man, like, I can do that, man. I should be getting more minutes, man. Like, hey man, it's we and they. Like, it's separating the team. The guy at the end of the bench. So it's very, very important as a leader, as a coach, to the end of the bench, the 15th guy, the 12th guy, has to be positive. Because if that guy is positive, it translates all the way to the front. You get what I'm saying? I think it's important. And I think in winning teams, everybody know the roles is clear. They know the roles. They know when they get the opportunity, they have to be ready. But also they don't disrupt the rhythm and the energy of the team. So these are the two red flags. When a guy pulls a young player or any player with him.
Yeah.
And the other one is when the guy that doesn't play, because it's going to be adjustment. Like last year in the playoffs, TP was starting, and then we took TP, took him to the bench, and then Kuzma was starting. I don't remember how he went on. Like, we took Kuzma and TP off the starting lineup and put AJ and GT, I think. They could be, man, F that, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the guy, like, I'm supposed to be playing. They didn't do that.
Yeah.
And that's what is you being over yourself and being a pro, and understand that there's a bigger picture here. I might not play this series, but I might be available the second series and help my team win. The year 2021, we won the championship. Bobby Portis, the guy that in Game 6 scored 16 or 17 points for us, against Brooklyn, did not play a second. Go watch the clip. We played Miami in the first round. Bryn Forbes, torch.
Yeah, he was cooking. I remember that he was shooting the hell out the ball.
Against Brooklyn,
he didn't play. Couldn't.
Donuts.
It was a matchup thing. Just couldn't get on the court.
Bobby Portis, donuts. Then Bobby Portis against Atlanta, Game 5, 30 ball. Yes or no? So this is what good professional players do. They stay ready no matter what, and they understand the gravity of the team. They understand, like, this might not be my series, this might not be my night, but there's going to be so many other nights that I'm going to be able to affect this team and help this team win. So when you have players that, when it doesn't go their way, they pout, but they don't only pout within themselves, because you can pout.
It's just like a cancer, though. It takes everything.
You can pout. Like, you can go to the gym and pout and shoot 100 shots.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's normal, it's human, right?
Yeah, you can have feelings and emotion. You can feel a certain way, but when you're working with the team, it's got to be.
No, brother. When you work with the team, I can't pout to the young fellas, man. Look, like, hey, man, they're not playing me. Like, if I'm in the game, I will score to 20, man. If I get 20 shots, I'll score 40 like Giannis, man. If I was like Miles Turner, I was able to shoot the ball so many times, I'll make 5 threes. No.
Yeah.
That's in any winning team.
That's been the most consistent trend in the teams that you've won. You've been on Bucks teams that were competitive. You've been on Bucks teams that weren't competitive. The most consistent thing when you were on a good team was having a locker room full of guys that bought in like that.
Yes, I've had since year 6 until year 12 last year. I've had incredible teammates. And it starts from the 3 main guys on the organization, right?
Yeah.
So it was me, Chris, and Drew. Now it's me, Bobby, and Miles. Like last year was me, Dame, and Brooke. So if those three guys are over themselves and they set the,
Everybody else has to follow.
everybody has to follow, man.
If you're a GM or a president, that 15th guy, that 14th guy, you're more worried about their character versus their skill. They're not going to play a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Is this something where you're more, not that they can't play, but their character is what matters?
If I was a GM, I'm not a GM, I'm a player. I've played 13 years, but if I was a GM today, I think I'm worrying about liability. You know what I'm saying? I'm worrying about my investment, because at the end of the day, as a GM, my job is to create a team.
Culture, a team, yeah.
But at the end of the day, as you understand, you've been in the NBA a lot of years. My number one job, once I create the team, is that I don't look bad to the owners. And,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And in order for me to be able to do that, I have to have control within the team, right? Within the guys, so the guys cannot make me look bad. So the moment the guys make me look bad as a GM, I lose my control, my relation with the owners, because they think that I don't know what I'm doing, right? So sometimes GMs might pay a guy just because he's consistent. And when I mean consistent in his play,
Yeah.
he's available and he's committed. And it's a good investment because you know he's not going to get in trouble.
Yep.
And then you see other players that they're very, very talented, ultra talented, and they don't get
They
paid
do all that, yeah.
because it comes with a lot of liability.
Yep.
I don't know what to expect from him. So you've seen this through the history
Yeah.
of the game, right?
100%.
So me, personally, I think in order for you to win championship, you have to have a group of guys that are high character, you know? And you gotta have also guys that are ultra talented that you can bring and fall in place with those high character guys,
Yeah.
right? So if you think that you're gonna have a ultra talented team and it's just gonna go, we're gonna go to the final, it doesn't work that
Yeah.
way. OKC, high character. Denver, high character.
High character guys.
Boston Celtics, high character guys. Milwaukee Bucks for many years, high character guys.
It's not just talent.
It's not just talent, bro. You gotta be available.
Is that where your brother is important? Because your brother, people always like to make jokes about your brother.
Yes.
But your brother's energy is consistent every damn day, every game. He's got the highest energy. And it's not just when you score.
Yeah.
It's when anybody's having a game or a moment. He's the one who's up on the bench the most. They say he works his tail off. Saw him in the gym today. He was one of the last ones in there working. That, I'm sure as an older brother, was a good, did he have an impact on just like, did you see him work and you're like, I gotta work? Obviously your talent has always been higher than his, all these different things.
No, not always.
Oh, not always?
Not always. No. At 18, Thanasis was way talented than me.
Really?
Yes. Not always. So I think I surpassed him when I got to like 17 and a half. I surpassed we were in the team that we were playing. We were coming off the bench. I was the 7th guy. He was the 6th guy. So
Wow.
then when I came to the NBA, 19, and I surpassed him. You know. So but one thing about Thanasis, he's a worker.
Yeah.
He understands basketball. Like he understands X and O's. That's what people don't know about Thanasis. Like he's like a coach.
You think he'll do that after probably something like that?
He might.
Well, he got all these businesses running, you know,
Exactly.
fashion. He might be in other stuff. Yeah.
He's very business savvy, and so he might get into the front office. He might be like a GM or an assistant GM.
I can see that.
You know, but he's really good. Like today, I was seeing him talk with TP. He was like, "Hey," and like when he goes that way, you go that way, but good energy.
Yeah, he says it in a way where people are able to actually receive it and
Yes.
listen. Yeah.
He's like, oh, I got you. They've been together for like 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So that helps. That helps a team
My
for sure.
pops came into this team not knowing too much about him. And
Yeah.
I remember him being like, man, I hope he's good because, he ain't going nowhere. You got to keep Giannis is here. I hope, he's, After 2 weeks, I remember I called him. I was like, man, how's training camp going? This is his first year last year. Not training camp, this is when he came in mid-year, or the year before. And I was like, how is it? He was like, I love him. He's talking about your brother, Thanasis. He was like, first off, he goes, also his energy is consistent. He's bought in, which is like, that's all my pops cares about. He just wants guys who, my dad will lose, but he wants to lose with guys who are bought in. If I go down, But it's with a bunch of guys I can take L's that way. I don't like losing with manipulation. I don't like losing with another guy. I don't like snakes and I don't like that. He's like, if I can go to war with a bunch of guys I know are on my team, then I'll take my L's and my W's just like I do. He's like, that is one of those guys I'll go to war with. I love his energy. I love the way he goes. He's honest with Giannis. If Giannis is doing something bullshitting, he'll be like, smack his hands, clap it. He goes, most guys don't do that, especially to the star player. If I was playing with James and James did something, I'd just be like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of need to approach him the right way. Your brother, him being your older brother, he's be like, snap at you.
Yeah, one thing about Thanasis, before we are teammates, he's my older brother.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So in life, in general, like I can be a leader of the Milwaukee Bucks team. But when I go back home, that doesn't mean I'm not in my house with my wife and my kids. I'm talking about like with my brothers and my whole family, like in a barbecue, family barbecue.
Yeah.
I might go and you fall in place. That's my mom, that's my pops, this is my older brother. You fall in place, right? So when TA texted me, first of all, T was drafted.
Yeah,
right?
he played for the Knicks. People don't understand he was an NBA player before he played for your team. Yeah.
So and whenever he goes in, because he's a hard worker, he's always available. Like you can see in the preseason game, he had 2 very, very good games. But before he's my teammate, he's my brother. And when he sees that I have different motives, or I'm BSing, or I'm being pouting, like one day, man, the first year that your dad came, I made the comment. I don't want to say what comment I made the comment. Like, man, this MFers, man, think I'm that, you know, I don't want to say, but like it was this MFers think I can't hoop, man. You know what I mean? What? Now you're entitled of stuff? Like, and then he pulled me, he pulled Chris, he pulled Brooke, he pulled Dane, he pulled us all in
Your brother did this.
Swear to God. In the video room, like he's the coach. And he said, you're messing up on this. You're partying about this. You're doing this, you're not passing the ball to Giannis.
This is a guy, I mean, Giannis, this doesn't happen, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, guys, the 13th, 14th guy on a team ain't pulling the top 3, 4 players in a room to talk film.
Bro, I know it doesn't happen, bro. And then Coach Vin was in the room, and Coach Vin was like, wanted to say something, and when Thanasis took over the meeting, he was like, oh, he got it. And he literally, bro, he put us in such a good place. We went and played Boston. I think we beat them by 30.
Wow.
But this is things that people don't see. And sometimes in a team, you need somebody that's going to hit you straight, right? So me, when I'm like pouting or when I'm doing something, like he doesn't see me as, oh, you're James Harden, you're KD, I can't say nothing to you because I'm the 15th guy, you're the first. No. I'm your older brother. You do what brought you here, and I'm going to hit you straight. You're bullshitting. I'm sorry.
And that's had to be huge for you.
Yeah, and if you want to get physical, let's get physical. He's stronger than me. You know,
He still whoop you as your older brother?
Bro, he's stronger than me. What you want
Still?
me to say? Yes, bro, he's stronger than me, bro.
No, he's not, bro.
Bro, he's stronger than me. I'm telling you, bro. You can ask all my teammates.
But that's just like big brother. That's just like you still a little bro to him.
Yes. Sometimes, bro, how many plays you've played in college that you were like a freshmen and they were like juniors, right?
Yeah.
And they were in first practices, they were like big bro in you.
Yeah.
And then that translated in the league. Like you've seen it so many times. Like there's some people that came from the same college, and all of a sudden you're like, you're better than him. Why is he like bullying you, bro?
Yeah.
You know, and it's because
He's been your big brother his whole life.
Yes. Yeah. So maybe it's my
mental. The way you're. I was about to say the fact that you're saying you're like Thanasis stronger. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at both of y'all. You look stronger than him. But but that shows your respect though for your older brother though, man.
Yeah.
Because you just said I could be all I could be, but when we go to a family barbecue, obviously your family's your family. Yeah. But when you're with the family, when you're with friends, Greece, when you're with back home, that's big bro.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.